So today we take on two teams around us in the table, West Ham and Brighton. It should be a good one. Roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back to the Cultured Left Foot YouTube channel. I am Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me, and this is the Hometown Hero Save, and we're starting on the page of Carlos Mas, who is playing very, very well at the moment. He is 6 goals in 16 games on a 6.99. He was quite a few nominations for who people think are going to win Player of the Season, because that was what was needed for the giveaway. And we're going to do straight into it, no messing. You can just watch this bit and turn off if you want. Please don't do that. But if you have entered, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 entrants, I think it is. Which is good, which is fine. I didn't put a limit to say how many I wanted, but 10 is great. So, if we capture this screen here, there are all your comments. And we are going to do a random pick to see who wins the limited edition, very limited edition, shirt all the way from Singapore. So there it is. There it is, and isn't it lush? It is a large size. You can do with it what you want. You can sell it on. It is official Adidas merch as well. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that, but let's get into it. We'll pick a random item. Here we go. You can see them all going through. It's going to pick one at random, and I think Gunnarsson is going to be Player of the Year, and that comment was by, I think only one person picked Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson, Scott Beattie, congratulations. Get in touch with me on this video, leave a comment, and I'll find a way to get in touch with you, or contact me on Twitter at CulturedF. That would be wonderful as well. Send me a DM and I'll accept you and things like that. But congratulations, Scott Beattie, with your prediction of I think Gunnarsson is going to be Player of the Year. You have won yourself a limited edition Singapore football shirt. So, well, I mean, your friends will be jealous. So there we go. Anyway, let's get back to the video that we actually wanted to do. I can close all this other nonsense down now that I've got up there. But Scott Beattie, congratulations. Yes, Carlos Mas doing pretty well. Results have been pretty decent, to be honest. We're on a good little run of form at the moment. Coincides with a little switch back to the old 3-5-2 formation, or 5-3-2 formation. We were last together for Man City-Chelsea. 3-1. Lost to Man City. Drew 1-1 with Chelsea. Very nice indeed, which was good. Wolves would beat them 2-1 on the next game. Ruben Neves scoring a consolation goal in the 89th. A very comfortable win for us. Carlos Mas getting a brace. Went away to Forest and beat them 1-0 with Bandiera getting the goal. We lost to high-flying Everton after they got a man sent off as well. Very, very annoying, a sellout crowd. But yeah, I'm not too fussed because Everton are top and clear by 3 points, I think. Burnley would beat them 2-1 away, which is good. Again, 90th minute consolation goal after both our strikers had scored. And we've just beaten Sheffield Wednesday 3-1 in the EFL Cup quarter-final with a goal for none other than Patreon, Jan Petric. He's got his first game for the club. He's also scored his first goal. He's done very, very well. You came on in the Premier League as well and we're a bit shit. But in the Cup, 1 game, 1 goal, 7.2 rating. And that does take me nicely into a number of people that are now Patreon. So Ken Wynn has left the backroom scouting team and has become a new centre-back for the guys, which is very good. Nice Polish player there. We've got Gio Moron, a striker who for some reason is playing at centre-back at the moment. We have Brett Higgins, attacking midfielder, doing very well. He looks like he's going to be pretty handy there. We have Bashir Humphreys. No, he's not a regen. We have Callum Bacon out on loan at Wycombe Athletic. He's doing pretty good as well. Jan Petric, who we've already seen, made his debut for the first team, as did Derek Murphy in that game as well. Left winger came on as a substitute in the Cup, got a 6.6, but he's loving life in the under-23s. Very highly rated prospect there. And then when we get some more better ones in, we will add the other Patreons in as well. So thank you everyone for being a supporter of the channel. If you are one of those supporters, it is very much appreciated. But with the good run of form we've been having, I'm very excited because we're taking on Brighton, West Ham first, who are 15th, and then Brighton in the next game. We are currently in 12th, which is very, very good. A 5-point gap, no, 6-point gap to the relegation zones. But if this all goes wrong, we could very easily find ourselves back down there. Semi-final, we drew Everton, who are the best team in the division at the moment, which is absolutely ridiculous. But that's what it was. I think I've selected this team. Berger, Wilkinson, Medina, Solberg, Pickering, Ludwig, Bunga, Revan, Perez, Mass, Bandieri. I think that is how we're going to start. Cheer drops to the bench. Larrea on the bench. That's 3 right wingers. I don't need all of those players on the bench. Let's get Rajic on the bench. And we'll put probably Boller on there as well. I think we've got Peltier striker, Rajic central midfield, Trotter can cover the defenders, Larrea right wing, Cheer in case we change formation, and McKechran. Oh no, that should be alright actually. Yeah, let's go for that. Hand over to the assistant to go through that. We'll be back for kickoff. See you then. So here we are then on game day. Revan just coming back from fitness, gets back into central midfield. Very much looking forward to having him back in the team. He was a couple of nominations for player of the season as well. Who you think would win it? Carlos Mas had the most. Gunnarsson, the goalkeeper, got the one, and it was ended up that one that was winning it. And Bunga got a couple as well. Nominations from you guys. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Coming up to halfway through the season, and everyone's playing pretty damn well. We do have a little bit more that we can work on. Dan James playing for West Ham at left wing. I bet, is he still rapid? He is still pretty rapid. 32, getting on a bit. They've got a decent team. Baeza is the captain on that right hand side. Slightly playing out of position. But let's see how we get on. We're going for the 3 at the back because I think we can beat them. So yeah, go and carry on where we left off. That makes the most sense. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. Get out there. Make it happen. We can send David Dunn to go and do that as Bandiera nearly in there straight away. Shackleton for West Ham does come forward into Dan James, who we highlighted before the game. Goes back to Caceres. Dan James. Back to Costantini. Dan James again. Costantini. West Ham just happy to keep the ball in that sort of first third of our half as Caceres to Costantini. I feel like we might nick this and get a chance. We didn't. It just ended the highlight. Berger plays the free kick into Revan. Welcome him back to first team football in the Premier League, which is great. Ludwig looking for Bandiera but intercepted. Kalamoko robbed by Ludwig. Ludwig down the left hand side. Can he put a cross in? Lays it back. Bandiera cross is blocked and Karamuku gets it away. Rogers flicks it onto nobody. Berger, Revan into Bunga. Perez back to Bunga. Back to Medina. There's a lot of space on the right hand side. Pickering is there and picks the ball up. He's still going down this right hand side. Can he put a ball across? He does. Ludwig with a header off the post and Caceres gets it away. Very, very unluckily. Unluckily, I can't talk today. But yeah, good positive start. I'm happy with that. This point moves West Ham up the table. 15 minutes gone. And we seem to be on top. West Ham not having a shot yet. Pickering to the edge of the box. Shot blocked. Bunga picks it up. Revan into Perez. Perez replacing Dybala today. Dybala still out injured. Perez with the ball. Oh, wow. That was a rubbish pass. And Dybala has confirmed, not sure if I mentioned it in the last episode, but he has confirmed his retirement will be happening as that comes in. Rogers with a header over the bar. Solberg not troubled. But yeah, Dybala won't be staying around for another year. I might ask him again or might just offer him a new contract. I just think he's very useful. Even if he doesn't play that much, just for mentoring and stuff. But we've got a good free kick here. We love a good set piece. Pickering fires it in. Bandiera's there with a header. It's gone in. I said we love a good set piece. Alessandro Bandiera gets his 4th goal of the season. Great free kick in from Pickering. A lovely, lovely hit towards that just left of the penalty spot. A lovely whipped ball in and Bandiera's a great header. Stulip gets a hand to it but can't keep it out and that is lovely. But they now have a free kick. Baeza, the captain, swings it in. Solberg punches it. James picks it up and the shot's blocked by Bandiera. And at half an hour in, West Ham 0, Folkestone 1. And the home team are winning, which is good. Not too many shots coming in the game. Baeza again, whipped ball in, header off the post. Both teams now hitting the woodwork from set pieces as well. And we need to sort this out. West Ham coming back into the game a bit. Pickering, Medina, into Revan, back to Pickering. Pickering comes forward into Mass. That's a lovely ball. Mass shoots outside of the post and goes wide. But still showing we're threatening. West Ham yet to have a shot on target. So we are restricting them to not the best chances. Berger with a header over the bar. It's been a very entertaining game, this one so far. So not the best chances created. But in terms of highlights, I think it has been pretty entertaining. Costantini, James, who's going to always want to drift in onto his right foot from there. So Caceres, Costantini keeps the ball. Palomba into Caceres again to Costantini. Caceres. Now Danny James is just standing very close to each other there. I would change my tactics if that's what I was doing. Shackleton, lots of space on the right for Karamoko, into Baeza, Karamoko again, and that's blocked, and we've got a chance for a counter here, because what they're doing, they're playing inverted wingers here, and it's just overloading the midfield. Perez has gone all the way, good save from Stulip, would have been a wonderful goal, and we're heading in towards half-time, as Pickering is over the corner, plays it in, Constantini gets it away. Revan will have lots of time, but it will probably just see us through to half-time, to be honest, as Medina passes it back to Bunga. And that is that. Half-time, 8 shots to 3, 4 on target. They've had none, and we are fairly comfortable in this one. I'm going to say there's room for improvement, and we're just going to give them the old passionate faith chat. But overall, I'm very, very happy. We are playing well. I've got the start of a sore throat coming. It's not COVID. It's not that sort of sore throat, but everyone should be taking care of themselves now and washing your hands and staying in wherever you are in the world now. Everybody should be staying indoors. No need to go outside and try and pick up the virus or spread the virus or anything like that. Yeah, especially because you can get the virus and not show symptoms, which is something they've been keen to stress. Let's bring on McEachran in that role. And we're going to do Mass for Peltier up there as well. We're actually going to move Bandiera into the complete forward role with his goal already. Mass not having a very good game. Nominated a lot by you guys, but not having a good game. There's Wilkinson struggling as well, as is Ludwig at left wing back. Let's go for another get creative. But if we see this out as a 1-0 win, I'll be happy. Whenever I say that, we concede. Costantini, not far wide, but Peltier's just come on. How did he get booked? Bloody hell, he came on like a bloody freight train. Could do Ludwig for... That would be McEachran up at there, so I could pop. We will pop McEachran at left wing back, and we're just going to chuck Chia in behind the front two. He's a good little wonder kid player. Very happy with how he's been performing recently. They've just had 2 shots on target out of the blue in the same minute by the looks of things. But 3 minutes into injury time, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, this should be the end of the game. Pickering floats it in, it goes off for a goal kick, and that should be it is all over. The full-time whistle, a good 1-0 win. Solid that. It gives us a bit more space, so I'm going to just calmly say a good win. Well done. The second half sort of flew by, but in 4 days' time we'll be playing Brighton as our young Folkestone team shines and does very well. Jardim still looking at Ruben Medina. He was rumoured to be on the verge of losing his job again, but he looks like he's turned it around. If you look at the Premier League table, Everton top by 3 points ahead of their Merseyside rivals Liverpool. Man United ahead of their Manchester rivals Man City. But on the same points, Man City got a game in hand. And we are now up to 11th, firmly mid-table. Yeah, boy! It's all going well. But next up, we play Brighton, who are in 12th. And that should be a very interesting game. And a game that we'll be back for. See you then. So here we are then, back on game day at home to Brighton. Some big fixtures in the games today. Man City, Leicester, Liverpool, Arsenal, Everton, Chelsea. Oh, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off in the Folkestone Invicta save. Brighton have won 3 of these games. We've won 1, and Scott Parker, the Brighton manager, is worried that there could be fears another Folkestone defeat. We've literally beaten them once in 5 games. I hope we pile on the pressure today. So the only changes we've got for the lineup starting today is that Stockton's going to come into attacking midfield. Perez is going to drop down to the bench. I wasn't impressed with him in the last game, so that means Carlos Mas will be taking over the captaincy for the game. They're lining up in a 4-2-3-1. It should be quite interesting. We're normally pretty good against a 4-2-3-1. They've got Christensen at the back, and they've got Deman on right wing. Who's a 31-year-old Romanian who I would actually argue isn't very good. But watch him score now. That'll be fun. Try and encourage the team assertively. Go and give the fans their money's worth. And we'll just say, faith. If you're playing Football Manager and you don't do faith as a team talk every single time, you're really missing out of getting lots of green on there. Go and watch any YouTuber do it. They'll all do it. They'll all do it. Ludwig, tackled by Raskov. Raskazov. Brighton have had the first shot. They're coming to play. They are coming to play. We could get top 10 here. Imagine if we finished top 10 in our first season after the start to the seasons we've had. Man, Bunga clears it away. That's all right. Deman had a shot and it was terrible. Now, the thing that we've got going on quite well is we've got tactics that we... Oh, Solberg, you've come for that and made a right hash of that. Haven't you? Victor Gayorquez, I think he scored against us last time we played Brighton. I definitely remember looking at him before. Maybe I tried to sign him. I can't remember. But yeah, look at this. Daly puts it in nowhere near the ball when he kicked it. But Georgis, just Solberg error. Massive, massive error from the goalkeeper. That's pretty rubbish. That's why he's PSG's ex-backup goalkeeper, I guess. Pickering straight away down the outside. Yeah, get rid of Bundira. Oh, he's got a score. Just head it. Near post header. That's all it needed. You've gone down the middle, lad. And it's fucked up, isn't it? As West Ham are currently winning 2-1 already inside 17 minutes. Daly. KO Cesar. KO Cesar goes out to Mendes. Mendes goes to Raskazov. Ball across. Bunga with a header away. Now we may change formation and match them up in a 4-2-3-1. As Daly comes forward. Ball in. He looked offside. Yeah. Klukevsky was offside. Or Kulusevsky? Yeah, Kulusevsky. He clearly, it was, I mean, look at him. Look how far he's standing offside. What an idiot. So far offside, you don't even need the lines, to be honest. I think we may have... Do we have the people to do this formation already? If I put Bandiera out there, Stockton, we can swap you two over. Medina can sit in there. Wilkinson can sit down. Yeah, we'll mix up to that just for a little while. And see if it creates any chances for us. It looks like it's not. Is it going to give them another chance? Headed away, back to Daly. Kulevsky again with a shot, blocked. Carter, absolutely swamped with yellow shirts, but keeps the ball and goes back to Raskazov. And yeah, we need just something different to happen, ideally. I mean, we're 1-0 down, so of course we need something different to happen. What wonderful insight I've given everyone there. Viewers, this is what you tune in for. This wonderful, wonderful insight. There's Pickering. Throws it in. Stockton flicks it on. Oh, I thought there was going to be confusion. But Bunga picks up the loose ball. Out to Ludwig. Ludwig comes forward with it. Tackled easily by Deman. And Deman lays it back to Razkazov. Razkazov to Abdullah Ayalin. Deman plays a ball. Wilkinson wins it and just sort of boots it away. Mendes in the middle of the park for Brighton. Running across into Cesar. Georges. Georges comes forward. Out left to Daly. Daly lays it back. Georges again into KO Cesar. Are we going to rob it? No, we're not. Georges is he going to get his second. Solberg touches it over the bar. Woo, 33 minutes gone. It's all Brighton, to be honest, as Medina heads that one away. Revan, can we counter? Revan comes forward with it. He's looking for a run from Mass. Carter, get him booked or off or something. That was awful. Awful decision. Awful tackle. Berger picks out Ludwig with a good ball. Ludwig driving forwards as he's tackled. Back to Bunga. Bunga. Oh, Stockton in space. Stockton! Oh my god, why did he go near post? Shoot across the goalkeeper. Win a corner. Win a deflection. It will fall to a striker. Plenty of things you could have done. Stockton's having an absolute mare on a 6.2. Absolute shocker. Right, into the dressing room we go. And I'm going to aggressively say, show me something else. Because that has been absolutely woeful. We're going to go back to the 3-5-2. We will take off. We'll swap you two around. And Stockton off, Perez on. Should always have started him. I gave him a chance of one game. He didn't play very well. Right, start the second half with my words ringing in your ears to say how friggin' bad you were. As Christensen out to Daly. Daly comes forward, pressured by Mass on this side. KO Cesar looks for Daly again. He's probably creating most of their. Oh, Pickering. Don't send him off. Don't send him off. It's the 45th minute. He sent him off for a 2-footed tackle. Right, Mass off. Larea on. You sit in there. We're going to leave you sort of lopsided, actually. Oh, man. The joys of playing a wing-back who can't actually defend. Do you know what? I might go Bandiera for Peltier and just go full-on pace up front. As KO Cesar keeps the ball Daily. He doesn't keep the ball Daily. He was passing it to Daly. Christensen to Mendes. Mendes to Mann. Mendes to Raskazov. Ball across. Georges. He's really good, that Georges. He's quite old, but he is pretty good. We'll demand more. We're going to drop down to balanced. Let's go full on pace. Bandiera off. Peltier on. We'll put you through the middle. We'll put Perez as an advanced playmaker on attack. Yeah. Let's carry on. We may be able to nick a goal. Let's go back to positive, actually. I prefer us on positive. As Daly gets the ball again. KL Cesar, back to Daly. They are getting a bit more space. Good block on it from Larrea. Daly again. Up to Mendes. Mendes got and rob the ball, Ludwig. He doesn't. Daly's there. KL Cesar, ball across, back post. The man tucked over the bar by Solberg. Oh no, straight over the bar. Didn't even have to make the save. So a pretty terrible effort, to be honest. Get creative. Come on. Attacking. Raskazov into Abdul Aidlin. I just make up names. I read letters and make up names. Deman. Out it goes. Larrea heads it back to Solberg. What are you doing, Solberg? That is where this game is so frustrating. 2D, 3D, that looks terrible. Because you could see him, Solberg is still moving towards the ball here. It's an absolute horrendous error from Solberg. But why, one, isn't he picking that up? And two, just jumping on the ball? He can see Gayorquez. He's a big guy. He's wearing a blue and white striped shirt right in front of his face. And he still didn't just dive on the ball and pick it up, even though it was a header. Gayorquez gets a hat-trick, but he's offside. But that's what annoys me about this game. There's no way that should look that bad in 2D. Right? There's no way that should look like that in 2D. It's an absolute fuck up from the goalkeeper, don't get me wrong. But there is no way it should look like that. 3D, I may be able to take the argument, oh, it's the animations, they don't have enough to do it. But why isn't he taking a touch with his foot and just jumping on the ball? It's not a pass back, it's a header. It's headed back to him. Just pick the ball up. I'll tell you what I'm going to look at as well after this game. I'm going to look at Solberg's decision making. If it's anything above 8... I'll go 8. Then why is he using his foot to control that pass from a header in that area back to him? It's absolutely ridiculous. Medina. And, you know, I like Football Manager 20. It's not the best one they've ever made. It's probably not the worst one they've ever made. But with how far technology has come and what you can get a game and a PC game and everything to do, Football Manager 20 probably does disappoint in certain aspects. I think there is still so much more they can do to it, but I do really enjoy the game. Let's not get that wrong. Right, Solberg. 14 decisions. 14. Why on earth is he controlling that with his foot and not just picking it up? Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We've lost the game 2-0 there, and it was awful. I'm far from pleased. I should have said I want to see you all in tomorrow. That rest day should be cancelled. I mean, Victor Gayorquez gets the win. He's very, very good and very physical. So, post-match, Pickering banned. Don't appeal. It sounded absolutely shocking. I'm actually going to fine you a week's wages as well. Yeah, and I'm very unhappy. Very unhappy with that performance. Also very unhappy with the match engine and the game and but anyway, it's all going. I can't be too down, can I? 12th position, very, very good as we head into January, where we'll probably look to try and recruit a couple of new players. Maybe we'll see who's out there and available. But yeah, only 7 points off Europe and 8 points off relegation. So like proper mid-table, but to be closer at near enough the halfway mark, to be closer to Europe than relegation, I would have taken that at the beginning of the season. Everton drop off the top as well, but they do have a game in hand, so that would be quite interesting to see what happens. But they're playing Chelsea. Let's just see, do they get the win and go top? They do not. Chelsea win and bunch all that up very, very close indeed. But thank you so much for watching. Congratulations, Mr. BT, on your shirt. It will be being sent to you when we get your address, and there might be a bit of a delay because obviously COVID and stuff's happening, but it will get to you. Mark Bollisherfield should be starting more games. Aren't you listed as... Oh, you're an important player. Yeah, you've probably got a good reason there. But thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am out. Tune in for the next episode, hopefully tomorrow, but I can't promise anything if this sore throat gets worse. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.